What's up, everybody? This is the Excel dude coming at you again. Today we're going to talk about how you can count everything in your spreadsheets easily, quickly, and without any chance for error. So before we jump right in here, if you've been looking at the content, liking it, we've got about 50 videos up there. If you could hit that subscribe button, it'd help me out a lot, and hopefully you're going to enjoy a lot more than what you've seen so far. Alright, today we're talking about count. What we'll do right now is we're going to look at this. How many projects do we have here? I don't know. We've got a whole bunch here. Easy. We'll use the count function. And that's an example right here. Count. So we're going to walk through it. Equals count. And let's say we need to see how many projects we've had money spent on. Okay. So count, we'll pick this and we see how many values we had. If there was only that many, we could do that. We'd hit enter. We'd get that count. However, if you need to do 10,000 or so, something like that, you need that number to stay there for a reference. Equals count. And then you're going to click here, and you can highlight the whole thing, or you can use the shortcut, hold Shift and Control, press the down arrow. You'll get them all. Close those parentheses and hit enter. You just counted up almost 8,000 rows. And every time you add something or delete something, for example, let's delete this, we'll see that number adjust. And there you go. See? You don't even have to worry about it. Now we're going to look at count on text. So let's say we have a count of the numeric stuff here, but we need a count of this, project names. Sure. So we'll do the same thing. Count, find our value, which is here, and Shift Control, and then press down arrow. We have them all. Close it up. Enter. Ooh, we've got 0. We know that's not the case. Why is it? Because count doesn't pick up text. So if you just need to see when there's a cell that's not blank or it has a character, we use the count A function. Count A, to me, is a little better. For numbers, I still like count, but for text or a combination, count A is the way to go. Same thing, equals count A, and it counts the number of cells in a range that are not empty. So you could have a space in there, you could have different characters that aren't printable, things like that. Basically, if there's anything in there, this is picking it up. So we'll pick our value, just to show it works with numbers. Shift Control down, then we close it, enter, and it works with the numbers. Now we'll try it with the text, because this came as 0 with count. Equals count A, right here, Shift Control, down arrow, hit enter, and what do you know? You'll see it's picking up the text, it's picking up the numbers, beautiful. And if we delete this, you'll see they all update, anything referencing those columns. Go here, it hits those ones. And count A, well, so this example right here was up there. So we didn't skip it, we just moved it. Now we're going to use two more things. Count if. If you have to have a criteria, this is what you need. So right here, let's say you want to know everything greater than $5 million. We'll use this criteria. How many projects cost us more than $5 million? You could filter, you could do a pivot table, all that, or you could just do count if. And all we'll do is use a few functions we've learned in other ones. So equals count if. So nothing's changed in terms of we want to reference that one. Hold the Shift and Control, hit the down arrow, then we hit comma. And what's our criteria? Well, it's got to be greater than or equal to that 5 million. So if you look at our other, we have a couple other videos that I'll put a link in the description for. We have two functions. One is concatenate, and all you do is basically throw the and sign in there. And another one is controlling your formulas. When you do that, you sometimes have to use the quotation marks. So all we do here, quotation marks, greater than or equal to, if we want to do that. Close the quotation marks, hit and then we will click the cell we want, or we can type it in, it doesn't matter. This way it'll automatically update if we reference the cell. Close those parentheses, hit enter, and there we are. You'll see it's pretty much the same thing. And actually, let me copy that formula for you. So if you want to do that, first, if you ever need to write a formula in an Excel sheet and you don't want it to calculate it, you just hit the single quotation mark there. Copy that. So do that. Oh my. Well, get to that later. Equals COUNTIF, so it's this. So double quotation mark, greater than, equal to, double quotation mark, and then you'll pick your cell. I'm going to just type in A1 right here, just for an example. You do that, there's your criteria. Now we'll do COUNTIFs. We can do multiple things. If we need to thread that needle, get right in between two functions, make sure it's over 5 million, but it's got to be under 50 million. So it's very similar. Actually, it's the exact same. We're just repeating a process. Equals COUNTIF. When what's the range? Again, it's right here. Shift Control and down arrow, comma, criteria 1. That's going to be those quotation marks. So if you take a look right up here, greater than, equal to, close quotation marks, and then we'll go right up here. So greater than or equal to 5 million. Now we have criteria range 2. Same thing. We're doing the same process. We'll click here again. This is the range. Shift Control down, comma, and criteria 2. So the same thing. We're going quotation marks open, except we're doing less than or equal to, close the quotation marks, and we'll just pick the larger number we want. We do and then we can pick that. Okay, and there you are. So between those numbers, great. Let's say we need to bump it up to 7 million. They adjust, and we need to move this down to 35. And you see, it automatically updates. There's no changes. You can upload new data if you get this out of a query. Someone sends it to you every week. Great. All you have to do is copy the old or the new stuff and paste it right over the old stuff. This will update. That's it. And again, if you're enjoying this, please give me that subscribe. I appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.